know how many people and how many organizations were so intimately involved in all of the different issues that are presented when we talk about food. And so this is my way of saying I feel a little blown away by all of this today. And I knew it was going to be a challenge to focus on a few important things, but some of the themes that came out to me in listening today are, I would say three of them. One is it's obvious that Lori and I were onto something when we started talking about what do we do about small meat processing here locally. And that's something that we've tossed around for the last couple of years and come up with no solutions, but I think with the people that have come here today, we can hopefully find some solutions and get started at least addressing this problem, because it is a big problem, and it will continue to be a big problem, excuse me, until we resolve it. So I'm dedicated to trying to work on that particular issue. Another thing that came out was the educational component, whether that is educating the consumer or educating children who will be what we call consumers. They're consumers now, but they're not purchasers necessarily. And I think those two things are very important. Obviously, with cutbacks in state funding, that's a challenge, but I think there are creative ways of addressing this and supporting the programs in our schools and supporting farmers markets and CSAs. And then the final thing that has come out to me is the regulatory component. And what I've been hearing is that people want this to be consensus-oriented. And to me, that's the only sustainable way of doing regulation, is to make sure the regulated people are at least bought into the need for the regulation and find the regulation something that they can comply with, that is reasonable and makes sense, and then also that the consumer is protected and that the environment is protected. And that's a responsibility I take very seriously. So those are three big themes that have come out for me from this, and I really look forward to working with everybody on addressing these issues, and I thank everybody very much for your participation, my staff for putting this all together, the panelists for your excellent and very brief presentations, and thank you all so much for coming. Just want to mention again that this will be posted on my website at scn.ca.gov, and click on my name, Evans, and you'll be taken to my website. So you can watch this again if you so choose. Thank you so much, all of you, and we are adjourned.